This is for my backpackers who hate the crap they play on the radio. All of it is garbage, they're calling it entertainment though. Booze, booties, and boobs, fools spewing the lamest flow. No respect to etiquette, ethics are situational. I remember listening, mimicking in the age of gold. Hip-hoppers who taught and brought me back to the days of old. It was retrospective, respecting the heads who came before. Cats who battled for status, rapping before their names were known. Started in the Bronx and the Bronx with parties and crazy shows. Crowds wild by the styles, wildin', shouting and saying ho. Innovators made it amazing, changing the way we flow. Turning turntables from players to something playable. Nowadays we're labeled as haters because we hate the flow. Skills of taking a chill to make a meal for some shady folk. DJs are eliminated from the equation, so mixtapes are mistakes a generation is labeled wrong. Rappers battle without a track to back it up, make it dope. More like poets with jokes, you know they wrote it some days ago. If you're spitting or written, just admit it and make it known. Don't mislabel or fake it, take it the way you take it home. Yeah, I'm sure there's more deplorable, horrible ways to show disrespect and disconnection from heads that have made the culture. Giving into the industry in the name of making dough. Ditching definitions, traditions gave us to make your own. Folks who don't even know the culture control the way it's going. Saying school is for fools, do the music the way you're told. Make absurdities circulating, perpetuate the clone. All the slaves are afraid they won't get paid if they break the mold. All this under the sun has been done a bunch of ways before. History is repeated frequently, you can trace it, bro. Young bucks who buck against wisdom written in ancient scrolls. One in particular we should consider is Rehoboam. The rebellion of the youth and the stubbornness. The rebellion of the youth and the stubbornness. The rebellion of the youth and the stubbornness. Stop the trend of spiritual fatherlessness, we gotta say. Following his father Solomon in line to take the throne. Heads met him in Shechem, requesting rest for their aching bones. Didn't listen to the wisdom he's given, forsake the old. Traded it to obey the peers he played with at 8 years old. Instead of blessing them, he's threatening them with the weighty load. Scorpions for the insubordinate or the lazy folk. They retort reporting they have no portion in David's home. After that they attack the taskmaster who's slain with stone. They divide like Ahijah prophesied in the rain before. Jeroboam is over most of them, he's a hater though. Every kid that sits in his throne is wicked and can't be told. One rebellion begets a plethora, separating whole. These are the dangers that our generation is facing, bro. A legacy can be spread and end with me if I make it so. We be making the same mistakes and say we can change the globe. Change is probably our biggest problem that needs to change the most. Make the bigger decisions quicker than we can change our clothes. Peers cheering us on, steer us wrong. What you waiting for? Old heads who know better tell us to take it slow. We dismiss what they're pitching, tripping, saying they ain't Jehovah. We be trying to justify defiance with names and quotes. Even blaming the crate when that ain't what he was saying though. Even I would to die is gain, I feel like I played a role. Fueling revolution is with the truth they had taken wrong. The commission depends on the submission of baby souls. How you gonna train up a child that's not even trainable? Just a couple years in the faith and babies will say they grown. Just because they studied a bunch of books they would say they know. But maturity's more than reading more of these things of old. It's putting into practice the stuff you scratch when you're taking notes. Living it consistently with some live being faithful, bro. When someone who is gives you wisdom, remember Rehoboam. The rebellion of the youth and the stubbornness. The rebellion of the youth and the stubbornness. The rebellion of the youth and the stubbornness. Stop the trend of spiritual fatherlessness, we gotta say. Stop the trend of spiritual fatherlessness, we gotta say. Stop the trend of spiritual fatherlessness, we gotta say.